Hello, everybody. Oh, look, Max is just perfectly up here saying Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. This is Michelle with Moksha Grace Coaching, and thank you so much for joining Max and I today for our continuing of our love series. And today is a day full of love, isn't it? Now, not everyone feels that way, and we're going to get into that, but we're going to let a couple more people join us, and then we're gonna have a conversation, real honest and open conversation about uh, Valentine's Day, love, and expectations, and what this day is really for. And we all have different ideas of what that is. We have our own definition of Valentine's Day and what it should look like. And did you hear me? I said that word should, right? So, should brings us into that expectation, that judgment realm that we want to be really careful of. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, because today can also be filled with a lot of disappointments if you go into it in the wrong way, in the wrong mindset. Uh, I understand that lots of people have loss, lots of people have happiness, and it's two sides of the same stick, and it's complete polar opposites. What I want to remind everybody is that we all have choices, and we can make the day whatever we want it to be. It's all in our heart and it's all in our mind. But what are we expecting? What do we expect others to do for us versus what we are willing to do for others? And so that's what we're going to talk about. So, again, happy Valentine's Day. And let's do some breathing. And we're going to put our hands on our heart today. And Max is going to help me. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths. And when we do, I want you to think about the things that you love. If it's people, bring in their faces. If it's an experience, a memory, I want you to bring that up for you right out of your heart, right? And hold it, picture it in your mind. And then we're going to exhale and let it sink back down into our heart. So basically, we're breathing in and out from our heart. That's what we're doing today. So big, deep breath in. And think of those people that you love. Hold it. Just imagine them standing in front of you and you giving them a big hug. Exhale slowly. And big, deep breath in. And hold it. And bring up a special memory. Something that's occurred. It just brings love into your heart. And big exhale. Big deep breath in. Hold it. Just hold that memory. And then when you exhale, just imagine it going right into your heart today. This is our bank. Our heart is our bank of love and memories. And when you remember that, no matter what you do, no matter what someone else does for you or doesn't do for you, you have that in your heart. And you're in control of what comes out of your heart, what comes out of your mouth, and what expectations you're putting out there to the world, to your spouse, to your partner, to your friends. So, what are those expectations? What do people expect on Valentine's Day? People can expect flowers. People can expect cards. Oh, candy. Those little dark chocolate with the caramel inside. The opening up of the heart candy box and knowing which ones you're going to take versus what other ones are, what someone else might take, right? Their favorites. We have expectations of being taken out to dinner or a special dinner made for us. When did Valentine's Day go from a day of love to a day of expectations? And what if we did those things together, whether it's cooking a meal, taking a walk? When did it become so monetized and filled with gifts, right? Why can't the giving and the receiving be of love? Leaving a little sticky note on someone's desk telling them how much you appreciate them. Or maybe I used to do this, I would just get a bag of candy, single wrap, and I would just pass it out at work, leave it on the desks of people that I cared about. Just little surprises. And why did we constrict ourselves to one day a year to do these special things for other people? Why can't we do these things every day of the year? Can you imagine if, now, not every day can be perfect, I get it, but can you imagine if every day we just did some kindness for somebody else? Just showed a little kindness to somebody else, just showed some love to somebody else. Remember, the universal law is what we put out, we get back. It's the law of attraction. And so if you're putting out love vibes, love of the world, love of nature, love of your fur babies, love of the trees, love of your car, love of yourself, most importantly, if you're putting out those vibes, what do you think is going to come back to you? May not happen today, but the times that we can just do for ourselves what we would want others to do for themselves or even do for us. If you want dinner out, for God's sakes, make a reservation. Tell your partner or your loved one, whoever, to meet you there and what time to be there. Why does the expectation have to be on the other person? And this goes for men and women, by the way. It goes for whoever's out there. If you're in a relationship, why is it on the other person to do something? Why can't one person say, okay, I'm going to do uh, a surprise and you do a meal? Why does it have to be all on one person? It should be on both. And if you want it a certain way, then for God's sakes, plan it out or at least discuss it ahead of time. But don't keep things in your head, your heart, because not everybody can read your mind. And it's silly to think that somebody else knows exactly what you want. Now, there are people out there that will know what you want. Maybe. Maybe they'll take a guess. But who knows better than you? So if you want something, speak it. Say it out loud. It would be really nice. It doesn't have to be tonight because, going out to dinner or any meal on Thanksgiving, on Valentine's Day is crazy anyway because it's crazy out there. And usually there's either people that are going to be in really, really good moods or really, really bad moods. So if you want something, plan it. But does it have to be today? Can it be tomorrow? Can it be this weekend? So, this is about taking accountability and responsibility for your own happiness, for the happiness of the person that you love, for the people that you love around you. So, what are some ways that you're going to be celebrating Valentine's Day or that you would like to be celebrating Valentine's Day? Because, if you put it in the comments, there's a chance that somebody may see it. And maybe if you share this video out, the person you want to see it will see it. It'll be their hint. Even though I still think you should pick up the phone and text them or call them and just let them know or make the reservations yourself. So, what are some ways that you are going to be celebrating Valentine's Day? Let's take a look here. Oh, arguments that are started because someone doesn't have some big grand gesture. Why, right? Why does it have to be a big grand gesture? Why can't it be, that little sticky note idea? Why can't it be just an extra hug in the morning and I really love you and appreciate everything that you do? Why does it have to be this grand gesture on today? What if it happens next week? Are you going to be upset? So it's having realistic ideas. Can we drop the word expectations? Because again, expectations is all about judging. If you're expecting and you don't get it, you're going to judge, you're going to be disappointed. And that's all negative, by the way. And this is a day of love and positivity. So I like to hand out copies of Keys of the Kingdom on Valentine's Day. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great book and a great way to, bring that into a relationship. Keys of the Kingdom is definitely something that if you want to enhance your relationship, that is a book that you can read, and it really does shift your perspective on what the other person might be feeling and where they may be operating from. Because, there's feminine and there's masculine energy, not necessarily talking about men and women, but to a point. And we operate from different places. And so when we operate from different places, we have different expectations. Again, let's drop that word, different ideas of what should be happening, right? What we want to happen. And so masculine energy may think that, going to work and coming home and bringing a box of candy is perfect. He thought about you. He went out of his way. He stopped and he thought about it and he did it. A woman may think that, putting on a romantic song and dancing in the living room might be the perfect way to celebrate. So Keys of the Kingdom is a great book. Yes, it should be mandatory. Another one would be love languages. Have you ever sat down and done that little quiz? There's a little quiz you can take and it tells you what each other's love languages are. Why is that important? Because your love language is not the same as the other person's, most likely. It might be, and that's cool. Some people want grand gestures. Some people want material things. Some people want act of kindness or service, like, hey, I did the dishes for you tonight, so you didn't have to, babe. So we can spend some extra time together watching a movie, right? That's an act of service. Some people want the card. They want something visual, something that they can hold in their hand. Some people just want the words. So knowing what your loved one's love language is gives you insight into how to plan a truly romantic or moments filled with love. And taking that time to get to know somebody on that level, putting the thought into it, when you put that out there without thinking about, well, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to set an example and then they're going to do it back for me. It's that expectation thing again. So if you're going to do it, then do it for the right reasons, because you want to, because you just love the person so much and you just want them to know that. Kind of goes back to that old saying that if you loan somebody money, don't expect it back, just give it to them. If it does come back to you, great, that's awesome. It's the same thing with a gesture. You just do it out of the kindness of your heart, not because you're doing it because you expect something in return. Just do it because you want to do it, and it's out of love. So remember, every day is a choice, specifically today. And you can go throughout the rest of your day. And the reason why we plan this talk for today is because I want y'all to have a nice Valentine's Day and drop the expectations so that you're not disappointed when you're going to bed tonight. That's what I want you to do, is just Just enjoy. Just enjoy the day full of love. Tap into your own love. Do some self-love. You should be doing that every day anyway. So every day you have a choice. Today specifically, you have a choice on whether you're just going to embrace the day of love or you're going to walk around with a chip on your shoulder. And for those of you that are single, maybe you don't have that special romantic love in your life. Look around you. Look around you. Because I would bet love surrounds you. Whether it's the cardinal that flies in front of you, whether it's the fur baby that cuddles up with you, whether it's just the beautiful sky and the beautiful clouds or a rainbow that was created for you to see at that moment. That's love, my friends. Be in that. Be in that moment. Be in that love. Love shines through your heart if you let it, but it can't if you pile on all those expectations. So drop the expectations, enjoy your day. And when you do that, you might just be surprised at what may come of today, what may happen, because it can be a day full of possibilities. Let's see. Today is supposed to be showing the other person how much you love them, not what they can do or will do for you. That is so true. So true. Again, if you love freely. You don't love to get something back. You just love freely. And when you love freely, love surrounds you. So remember, every day can be the best day or the worst day, including today. Make it the best Valentine's Day that you want it to be and do it your way. And just be happy. Be in love. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, and in a couple hours, I will be joining my co-host, Carrie Lewis, for Stripped Down Healing from Illusion, which will be a great episode because she's pumped up on Valentine's Day and love, and so am I. So join us. We will be going live at 12 o'clock. And I'll see you again tomorrow because we're continuing with the series through Friday, the love series. So I will see you again tomorrow and at 12 o'clock today. Talk to you soon. Bye.